Hi, what's up? This review is on Barbarian. So the plot of this movie is this girl named Tess, played by Georgina Campbell, is vacationing at an Airbnb and but finds out that some another man named Keith already booked it. So they all feel a little weird with each other and they feel uncomfortable not knowing what to do with each other and if they're forced to stay at a vacation together, but things take a really dark turn as Tess goes down in the basement and she ends up being locked in and she discovers a weird crime scene going on and she discovers that this Airbnb home has really dark secrets and the house actually was occupied by an actor named AJ played by Justin Long because he he's returning to his home because he got in a lot of trouble at work for inappropriate behavior, well, or so he was accused of it. And but then they when AJ comes to his home, she finds Tess and is curious why the house was up for sale on a vacation, and they find out some really dark secrets about the house and what its original owner was. This was quite a good movie. I I do like haunted house movies. I feel like haunted house horror movies are something that you don't really see in a in the horror genre anymore. I mean, I guess the most recent ones were like the Insidious movies, but that's really it. But I think this was a good kind of not necessarily a throwback, but a good modernized haunted house movie. And it's kind of like it kind of reminds me of that movie The Strangers where like it's about a vacation home and obviously there's some really dark secrets within the vacation home and it comes on, although this one's kind of like a weird supernatural one. This The Strangers, it's not like about an evil mask wearing cult. This one, it's very supernatural and it is a little slow at, it's a bit of a slow burn at first, but it's not painful. Like it's actually really watchable. I think the performances themselves are really good, and I think all the tension that builds up is really what makes it good. I think the fact that it builds up to the horror makes everything all the more impactful. Like it doesn't rely on cliches and jump scares, and it doesn't and the characters making stupid decisions. It's more about what comes as a result of all the haunted house stuff, not just shoving everything in your face. And the movie is very visually shot great. Like it's cinematically it's really good. It looks very good and even like there's even like a brief little cutaway in the middle which is really weird where it's like a vintage 50s style neighborhood. It almost looks like Don't Worry Darling. No, I haven't seen that movie. I just kind of saw a little visual comparison there, and it really comes out of left field. But artistically, it looks very good, and even when Tess is in the basement and she finds out about the monster and stuff. Like it's shot very nice. It's like all the lighting is very down, but still it still looks really good. Like it looks like you can tell that Tess really doesn't want to be there and she even though it's a vacation and she doesn't want to spoil her relaxation with really dark sea. And Georgina Campbell is a very good lead. I think she's was very good at in for this genre. I'm not familiar with her that much, but I think she works good with the horror genre. Or maybe she was lucky with this movie and her chemistry with Justin Long. Well, it's a little Justin Long's character is kind of a little he's kind of morally complex and he's actually really good in this film. I mean, Justin Long's one of those actors like yeah, like he's been in a lot of comedies, but at the same time, also a lot of horror movies. So he's definitely kind of a. He's had an interesting filmography, but he's quite good in this. He's not like, the quirky best friend or the annoying comic relief. No, he's actually quite good in this. I mean, I'm not saying I find Justin Long annoying, but like, you probably know what I mean. So so yeah, and all the stuff they come across, and even when they find out about the mother, yeah, the stuff when it gets to the mother, how it turns into like a supernatural haunted house movie. Like I admit it gets pretty weird. Like especially like when I say like where like briefly it cuts to like an old vintage neighborhood. Like that was really weird, and then the whole thing about a giant monster. She's literally a giant monster who wants to raise children of her own and you see some a breastfeeding. It's yeah, just watching that, I was like, what the heck did this movie turn into? But it wasn't scary. It was just weird, but I guess it's uncomfortable even if it's not in a scary way. It's uncomfortable. But yeah, it does take a really bizarre turn, although the tension is really good when it builds up. I think that's really what makes the movie really good, and visually it's very good. So yeah, Barbarian, it's definitely a strange movie. It definitely takes a unique turn with the haunted house type film where it's more about the twists and turns and the tension more so than just, something is possessing someone's home or whatever. Like it tries to be something that's familiar but with some twist to it. So, yeah, Barbarian, it's actually quite a solid movie. I thought it was quite good. I haven't seen Weapons yet, which the director of this movie actually did direct the movie. I wanted to see Weapons, but I missed out on it. Hopefully, maybe I'll see it sometime soon. But Barbarian's quite a good film. It is strange at times, but it's very interesting. It's very unique, and it's very excellently acted, particularly with the lead. And it's a fun film. If you want to watch a more semi recent horror film this Halloween, I'd recommend this. It's pretty good. So take care, everybody.